Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we back. It's League Unlock. That's my name's Eric, and man, usually we wait until the end of the World Championship. I know I'm a broken record at this point, talking about off-season news, but now we got ESPN and your boy Jacob Wolf talking. This was just initially a rumor, but now it sounds like Team Liquid is just waiting until free agency opens, which is November 16th, and the big rumor now is they will be getting Alphari over from Origin, aka Astralis, this year, which means it looks like it's just another beautiful EU talent who's going to get monstered and his talent siphoned from him to come over to the LCS.
Hey, man, he's still picking up that paycheck, though. That's what it's all about.
It looks like a pretty damn nice paycheck, too.
You better believe it. I think it's rumored to be around that $1 million, that impact range, just a little bit less.
It's a little cheaper, so they're saving money on the impact.
Right. Steve saving a little bit of that cash for some of those Jersey Mike subs. That's okay. But man, Alphari stepping in. I like this move. There's a lot of things to talk about. I'm sure LEC fans are going to be upset. And yeah, I think you should be upset about Alphari leaving the region. You're losing out on an incredible amount of talent. But you got to acknowledge that this is an individual making some individual decisions that are quite different when you're talking about that ka-ching, especially when you're talking about something in the range of, anywhere from $500,000 to, $700,000. You're talking about a lot of money left on the table. And if you're from someone like Alphari and your opportunity to join is not only, in North America, but it's for Team Liquid. And it's a Team Liquid that is going to have Jensen, Core JJ, Tactical, what you've seen already, what you saw from them at World. This is not the same type of, EU transfer that we've seen before at certain times. I think this one you can feel, even as an LEC fan and as someone looking at and wanting the best for Alphari, I think you can feel a little bit better about it.
Who's got a better chance at going to Worlds? Astralis or Team Liquid?
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
It doesn't matter if the LEC is getting 4 seeds, and there's no chance that Alphari would have stayed on Astralis next year. You heard in this ESPN article, they said it was down to 3 teams and really down to 2, but the other were 2 EU teams. It was Rogue, and actually Fnatic apparently was in that conversation, which is very interesting that they're considering getting rid of Quippo. But it ultimately came down to Rogue and Team Liquid, and it sounds like he's siding with coming to Team Liquid, and yet the financial net gain, you imagine, is what really pushed him over that edge. And listen, people can say, what a sellout, another EU guy going to NA for money. Guys, listen, how long are esports careers? He could have one great year and then all of a sudden no team wants him anymore. You got to cash in when you can.
One of my favorite things about people calling people sellouts is, man, I would kill to be a sellout, because you know what it means when you're a sellout? You know what it means when someone sells out? Someone is willing to buy. Someone sees value in you and what you do, and they're willing to put that money in. And that's what it is with Alphari. They've seen how he plays in the top lane. They see the level of strength, how he can play, and what he can bring to a team. And they say, yes, we can offer more money than you're going to get anywhere else because we want you. You're that level of player, and we want you. And do you want this money? Do you want this extra money? And I'm sorry, again, like these type of differences, you're sure as hell not greedy for taking this. No. You're just smart. You're just smart at this point for taking these type of opportunities.
And guys, he's not going on Immortals. Like he's not paying $1 million to go suffer on Immortals. He's going on Team Liquid. He has a very good chance at going to the World Championship. Much better than he would on Astralis.
Absolutely. You can have, again, there are situations in North America that you could have those type of discussions, but absolutely, this one, with the environment and roster that he's going to with Team Liquid, what they've been rumored to try and make some extra moves as well to not only, this Alphari move, but to add something else to this roster. I think that this is what you're talking about, as this is why Alphari, not only for the money, but this is a great opportunity for him for multiple reasons compared to what he had been with before.
Yeah, so the other rumors around this roster, the bot lane staying the same as it should, Core JJ and Tactical. Sounds like they want to re-sign Jensen. His contract's up, but they want to extend it, which means he might get
Bjergsen's gone. Sign that boy up.
Jensen, #1 mid laner in NA, boys. He finally beat Bjergsen. He finally defeated his rival. He just had to send him into retirement. Jensen didn't send him into retirement, guys. But the actual change, it sounds like they want Santorin from FlyQuest. Now, FlyQuest is still under contract, or Santorin is under contract with FlyQuest, so there's no poaching going on. They can't converse until free agency hits. But, I mean, if you're Santorin and Team Liquid comes calling with that roster, I think it'd be silly not to want to hop onto that train.
I think at this point, this is where you want to talk about Santorin flexing some of those big muscles of his. That's what you want to see. I want to see him go into the FlyQuest. Yeah, I want to see him go into the FlyQuest office, the management office, and go, hey, Team Liquid's looking pretty good. My buddy Alphari's in that top lane. That'd be pretty cool. Man, you know what would be actually really cool? If Licorice was in the top lane. That could be something pretty interesting. I wonder what team might want to pick him up. Drop a couple hints, play a bit of hardball with the FlyQuest roster.
Also, FlyQuest, so I'm just going to write a number on this piece of paper, slide it over, and you tell me what you think of it.
You know all those extra jerseys and stuff we sold when everyone loved us this year and how well interesting conversation. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see a little bit of negotiation power because look, I think that Santorin going to Team Liquid, that'd be fantastic for Team Liquid. That'd be great for Alphari, getting that type of, reliability from your jungler. But I'm not willing to sell out FlyQuest just yet. Guys, I love what they did this year, the whole rebrand, everything that they focused on this year, let alone the players and what they were able to do on the Rift. And as I just said, one of the big ones that I'd love to see is an upgrade in the top lane. One of the available ones domestically is Licorice, and I would love to see that type of conversation with FlyQuest talking about, look, hey, I've got an opportunity that looks pretty decent, might be exciting with Team Liquid. Can you up the ante for us and make me want to stay?
Yeah, and maybe there's a special place in Santorin's heart for FlyQuest because they did pick him up after what he's called the lowest point in his career, which was on that disaster H2K roster, where he got a lot of blame for that. FlyQuest gave him an opportunity, and he has ran with it. People forget, he's been an all-pro jungler for more splits than he hasn't been since he came back to FlyQuest. And now he's all of a sudden one of the most sought-after free agent junglers coming into the split. The man has hustled his way back to the top.
If you look at the last 3 years of statistics in the LCS, he's easy in the top 3, if not top 2 of performing junglers and statistics, all in many different metrics that all matter to how a team is playing and getting advantages.
And outlasted some of those other guys who have been there. You had Sven Skaren. Oh, he falls out. New challenger approaches. Okay, Blabber's there now. Sure. Just all signed C9 junglers, by the way. But yeah, Santorin, I mean, he deserves a spot on Team Liquid, or he deserves to have say in what this FlyQuest roster looks like going forward. Either one of those, he's in a great position.
Yeah, and this is one that I think should be taken carefully from Santorin, right? As far as where you're deciding to move, because look, everything has been fantastic coming back to North America, but taking one of these type of wrong steps, moving away from one of these situations, that could be very unfortunate for yourself. But I think that, again, the level of play and what at least these two that we're talking about situations, possibly staying with a FlyQuest and hopefully upgrades or moving over to this new Team Liquid, both of them present great opportunities for Santorin to excel.
And the good news for Team Liquid fans, NA fans alike, don't worry. If this is what the roster ends up looking like, North America, Captain Marvel's team will have one North American player still. So, tactical. Hey. Take us there, buddy. 4 imports, but they're not imports fully. But that's North America, baby.
Hey, that's what the LCS is all about, baby.
We give everybody equal opportunity. Obviously, as the offseason gets crazier and deeper into the madness, we'll be here to break down all the roster moves, but that's it for the Liquid Alphari one for now. We'll talk about it again once it becomes official, assuming it does. That's it today for League Unlocked. We will catch you guys and gals on that for pretty flow.